Hi everyone, it's Natalie here. Welcome to my channel. So for day, oh crap, I just had this pulled up. Okay, day 7, the tarot card that stalked me and why. My tarot card, my tarot card of the year, this year has been the Tower. This card has come up more times than I care to admit. So anytime I would do, pull out a new deck and begin shuffling it and working with it and so on throughout the year, one of the first cards that would often jump out at me from that new deck would be the Tower. And at first I thought, oh, it's just letting me, it's recognizing me, because the Tower is also one of my favorite cards. I really own, my own Tower time period of my life and the experience and what it gave to me as well as what it took away. And I feel really, I'm proud of who I've become as a result of the Tower. So I thought at first it was sort of acknowledging that experience. But you know how it is, sometimes you can be in the process of handling Tower moments and not realizing it. And I guess when I am accustomed to seeing the Tower card come up, I think of it as the Tower is about to happen. And actually what I think the deck was saying is, oh, hey, by the way, did you realize that you've just been revisiting the Tower moment in your life again over the last year? And you realize you are in the phase of rebuilding, don't you? And it took me a while to get that message. When I got the message, I quit seeing the Tower and I began seeing other cards appear, which is typical, right? As soon as you realize what's going on and why that card has shown up, you begin to understand exactly why it was there to begin with. So, long story short, I quit my job as a professor of theater in 2018 at around spring. So it would have been around April, because our department was defunded. And we found out later that the president of the university had really kind of bankrupted it, actually. So they were unable to continue funding my position and funding the work that I was doing within the department. And I couldn't afford to stay at the rate that they were going to be offering. It was already a very low standard that was being held, right, for salary, and this was just not a living wage. So I left and realized I needed to completely restructure my life. And that has been, that's a lot, to go through the process of grieving a career that I attempted to give up once in 2011, at the end of 2011, beginning of 2012, only to have to restart it again in 2013 out of necessity, and then rebuild it in a way that you like it, that you're happy with, that feels in harmony with your integrity and your intention and your learning and spiritual process, only then to have to let it go. And it really was the only choice to make. And in retrospect, I'm grateful that I did it. I really am. Because I feel like I'm on purpose again. But the process of trying to figure that out and get it all harmonized and in order and working was really painful. So I spent a lot of 2018 in really difficult circumstances past April. From about April on, end of April onwards was really bad. Up to and including working in an environment that was really not supportive, and actually kind of horrible. And finding the way then to recover a sense of dignity and when I started this time last year, I was really picking up pieces off the floor of myself. I would never have admitted it because it was too fresh. But it was, I don't even know how to put words to it. It was hard. It was really, really hard. And my dignity, just a sense of not pride, but just human dignity, my sense of human dignity was really diminished and kind of, really deeply diminished by that experience. So coming into this year or last year, I was attempting to figure out, what do I do with my life again? And what shape does it need to take? And I knew that I'd be working with the dying. I had no idea when the year started in 2019 that by the end of the year, I would have started up not just reading for people again, but that I would have had a tarot practice professionally that was going to start thriving, and that I would be in demand in some cases. And I would never have anticipated it, and I am profoundly grateful, because it was a very unexpected turn. It was a very unexpected turn. And all of that was a result of, reorganizing and understanding that the tower had already taken place. This happened in 2018. And the restructuring aspect of the tower was what was taking place in 2019. So, yep, there we go. It was a revisitation of that. And it's never as hard the second time. It's really not. I mean, this comparatively to the last time, way easier. Way easier. So don't be afraid of the tower. It's okay. It'll be all right. And sometimes it comes up for other reasons as well. Sometimes it can be sexual. It was not in this case. It was not sexual in this case. But sometimes it can be. So anyway, that's it. See you next time. Bye.